like this. Okay, so
You need that light on or off?
it's fine like that.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your definition of being old or becoming old?
Well, you finally get to the age where you can get on Medicare, and that's good if you're 65 or above. And a lot of things are good about that because you get better insurance and better coverage. And then in your lifestyle, if you're healthy, you're very well. If you're not healthy, then there's some issues in your life about sickness, then it's a little harder. But I've had some issues in my life, but I'm over them now, and I'm 77, and I feel like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm getting older, and I don't mind.
So, when would you consider somebody to be old? When would you say, yeah, they're pretty old?
In the 80s.
80s.
I would.
Do you think it's based on physical, or do you think it's more just age? Do you think somebody could be in their 60s or 70s and still be considered young, or is it based more off of your age makes you old?
I think mostly your age makes you old.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on aging? How do you feel about that?
I'm glad I'm still here at 77, looking toward 80, and I feel better than I have in a while. So I feel like the aging process, as long as you can have good health, it's great. Live till you're 90 if you can.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So what would you consider to be your demographic and socioeconomic status?
Whether you got money or not?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've done all right. We don't have a ton of money, and we probably never will, but we get by.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to save. You need to save. The more older you get, the more you need to save, because if you live longer and longer, you're going to need it.
Yeah.
So if you've got something to back you up from your work or 401k, that kind of thing, that's great. Use it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the socioeconomic status affects? Do you think people that have more money tend to be more healthy than people that have less money?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that? Why? Yeah.
Because most people that have a lot of money do many things that people without money don't do,
Mm-hmm.
like drink, smoke, crowd around.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for their body.
Yeah. And
they finally find that out, but that, and not every rich person does that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they do, but they have a lifestyle that's probably richer in food
Mm-hmm.
and other stuff.
Yeah.
And that makes them unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't get on a health binge, then they need to.
Yeah.
Rich or broke.
Mm-hmm. So, what are some health issues that are concerning to you that you're dealing with?
Well, I've dealt with the heart and carotid artery. So now I'm only dealing with mainly with arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
It's painful, and you have to get shots and stuff like that. And that's my only one in me.
Mm-hmm.
Is arthritis head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
But I can deal with that.
Yeah. Are you noticing it affecting your day-to-day life? Is it worse, the same, or better with the arthritis or without the arthritis? Or
If I didn't have it, I'd be better off.
yeah.
But I definitely keep going.
So it doesn't really affect your day-to-day.
No.
It doesn't keep you from doing things you normally would do.
Not unless it's some part of my body gets real bad. Then it does.
So what is your personal history with health issues or
Health
anything?
issues from the time
From the time you were born until now?
I had a little sickness when I was born, and like to die, but I made it.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord wanted me to be here, And then I was thin and skinny and not well, all that great off when I was little. But then when I got older, I was fine. And then when we got married, I was fine. Had 3 kids, did well. Then when I got past that and had a hysterectomy, and then into my 60s, things started to bother me. And in the 60s, between 60 and 65 and 75, I had the carotid artery surgery and the open heart surgery, both knees replaced, and that kind of thing started happening.
Mhm.
But then it was taken care of, and now at 77, I feel better than I did then.
Wow. So, what are your faiths and beliefs? I mean, obviously I know, but
Yeah, my faith is Pentecostal,
Mhm.
and I believe in everything that it stands for. And I'm a minister's wife, so we've been doing this a long time.
Mhm.
And I just have faith in God and what He can do for you, and the Lord takes care of you. And if bad things happen, you turn them over to Him.
So do you think your faith brings you comfort while you age, knowing?
Yes,
That-
very definitely.
Yes. So what are your views on the future?
I hope it gets better. It's doubtful,
Mhm.
to be honest with you. I'm glad I'm 77, not gonna be here too much longer.
I hope you
But,
will.
oh yeah, but, I don't know, unless the world changes a little bit and turns back to God, I don't know how bad it's gonna get.
Mhm.
But it's gonna get bad. The future doesn't hold a lot, and I'm very sorry for that for my grandchildren, especially, and great-grandchildren,
Mhm.
because I want them to have a good life, and I'm praying very much that it will be better.
Mhm. So, what are some major challenges that you've had in your past?
Raising 3 kids
Yeah.
was a challenge, but I got through it. It was a challenge, but it wasn't one I couldn't overcome. And then being a minister's wife, I had a lot of things to deal with in the ministry, and some of them were very challenging.
Mhm.
And but my main challenge probably was keeping me straight,
Mhm.
making sure I did the right things and I did what was right, kept myself straight where I could help others.
Mhm. So, do you think raising the 3 boys, one being my dad, affected your health, positive, negative, either way?
Oh, it affected me good.
It was good?
Yeah, because you had to go.
Yeah.
Whether you wanted to or not, so that helped you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Kids will do that too. So, what sustains you during the hard times?
The Lord,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
So, what advice do you have for people that are growing up, younger generation? What advice do you have to them? What would you, if you could go back and tell yourself, your younger self, some advice, what would you tell them?
Well, I didn't do these things, but I'd tell them stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, stay away from tobacco as much as they can, because those 3 things are bad for you. And I tell them to have a good attitude about yourself, and first and foremost, keep Jesus Christ in your heart and life, and making sure He's number 1. But then you have to work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling. So you need to work out your own life, and you have to do that by doing the right things. And then health-wise, you have to eat the right things, exercise. So I think all of those things together would help you.
Yeah. So what do you think your legacy you'll leave behind is?
I hope that being a nana all these years,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. And of course my sons, leaving, knowing that was here for them all this time.
Mhm.
And that, that I'm a Christian and I left behind the faith that I had.
Mhm.
They don't have to have it for themselves, but I had it and I know I did, so that's what I leave behind for them.
Mhm.
And anything monetary, it won't be a lot, but we'll leave a little bit of that,
Mhm.
you know, if you can. But that's not the main thing.
Yeah.
Leaving a good rapport.
Mhm. So, who are some role models in your life, or who were some role models in your life?
Many people, mainly our first pastor, brother and sister Gore, they were our good role models. When I first got in, I was not used to Pentecost, and they really helped me in that area. So, and then also many of our friends and loved ones that's been up through the years. I had many, and I had teachers when I was in high school. I had good teachers that were role models. My history teacher and my English teacher were my favorite because they helped me in that area, and I know a lot about all of that stuff.
Mhm.
So they were role models, and my in-laws,
Mhm.
they were great role models to me.
So, if you had to pick one role model that you would say helped you out more than the rest, who would you say and why would you say that?
That's a hard one. Probably.
Or I can phrase it as you went through your different phases of life, who was the one person that you would look up to, like when you were young and then middle-aged and now that you're older?
Yeah. Well, when I was young, it was brother and sister Gore.
Mm-hmm.
But as we got older, I think Marge and Tony Abram were our role models.
Mm-hmm.
Always steady, always there, prayed for us all the time. And they still do. And they're in their 80s and 90s. And so I would really feel like they influenced our life.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a great one, and a lot of other people did too, but you know, they were really steady. They're missionaries to the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
They've done such great work, and I admire them greatly.
Well, that's awesome. So to wrap it up, is there one thing, if there's one thing you could go back and change from your whole entire life, you could do differently, what would you do differently?
I wouldn't get married so young.
Okay. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Well, because you do better if you wait till you go through college. I would like to have gone to college, and maybe I would have if I hadn't got married. But in my day, you got married pretty quick, so everybody did, and that would be one of the things I'd probably change. I still go on to get married, have kids. I had hope, and you know, but I would have made a little more effort to put something in my life.
Yeah.
Sustain me monetarily.
So do you have any final thoughts? Anything thing you want to say as we wrap it up?
Just that I've had a wonderful life, and that's not a pun on the movie. That really I have, and I've got wonderful children, grandchildren, especially the grandchildren, and even 3 great grandkids now. And that's my greatest joy in life, having them. And my husband has been a wonderful, wonderful man all his life, and he's been a very great man in my life. Always been there for me, always done the right thing, and he's been a very big influence on my life.
Well, thank you for letting me interview today.
Yeah, did it do okay?
Yes.